Anyway, hi.
Hey, y'all. Sorry, we just noticed how dark we look on the screen.
Back.
Yeah, I don't...
We normally sit back, that's why.
I guess so. Do we? I don't know. It might be because we don't have any light coming through the window at all because we're expecting a storm.
That's right.
So, sorry if we're a little darker than usual today. For those of you, or the one of you who asked last week, no, I did not chop off all of my hair. I had it in a bun.
But you do have it cut up in the back.
I have an undercut in the back, which needs to probably get trimmed up. And so
this part
I usually
is short.
Yeah, so when I wear it up in a bun and we record, I try to wear it higher, my bun higher, so you can see it. Apparently, I did not achieve that last week, and this week I'm wearing it in a braid because with this sweater, speaking of, this is the chunky pullover from Vogue Holiday 2017-18. I think, something like that.
And Asylum
And
yarn.
it's out of Asylum Fibers, Grandiose Gold, and Grandiose. Or, yeah. And it's a custom colorway and Delirium.
And I love this.
I love this thing. I was so excited. I did a workout earlier today, and I then, you know, cooled down from more, and I was freezing. It was freezing. So I was like, well, I know what sweater I'm wearing.
And your apartment's usually hot.
I think it's because I worked out.
All right, so you were very hot.
I was very warm.
And then
I got very cold. It's like how when some people drink, they get warm.
Okay.
I get cold.
Okay.
It's just how I'm built, apparently.
Okay.
So I threw this on, and it's so comfy. And if any of you see me tomorrow, I might be wearing the same thing because we're supposed to have a winter storm warning.
Yes.
That has been in effect since 1 o'clock. It is currently almost 5 o'clock here, and it's in effect.
It just started to rain.
It just started to rain. Okay.
Yes.
So it's in effect until 7 a.m. tomorrow morning.
Yes.
So we're gonna record this early. We're gonna eat some dinner, and hopefully I will still get home before it gets too bad.
I'm sure you will.
Yeah, probably.
So what were you gonna say?
But
all right. First
of all, at
some point
so
we're gonna talk about
this. So
the text message.
the text. Oh, that was. Well, so I just want to let you know, with this sweater, I typically wear my hair back in a braid because then I can wrap scarves around myself, and my hair then doesn't impact my hat. I don't know if anyone else has this problem. I know you do. You were talking about this, that when you wear your hair over your scarf or your shawl,
the hat
pops off. So I find with a braid, it does not do that, and I can stick the braid around here.
On, you know,
I mean, you could pull that off.
I could, because I'm old. That's why, you know, I'm old and semi-cute. So, yes.
You're adorable.
Well, whatever.
I mean, it's like how my friends keep telling me, wait, does she not know the actual definition of the word retirement?
Oh, you mean because I'm teaching next semester?
Are we still at only 2 next semester?
Yeah, but I did offer for marketing management, because then I'd be full-time.
Now we're at 3. Again! And she'd be full-time, but retired.
But I'd be online.
I know, but you're still teaching a full course load. Do you all at least understand why I'm so amused by this?
Do you understand how much trouble the department's in?
Yes, I do.
Okay.
I know. I spoke with Janet. Oh, that's another thing. We have to talk about your retirement after this.
Okay.
So last week I took notes so we could make our show notes better. I'm gonna start taking notes again.
All right. I'm gonna get Dancez.
Okay.
Hey, Amy Herzog. In Big Apple by Neighborhood.
No. Dragonfly.
It was but they had it at Vogue Knitting Live that first 5 years ago.
Yeah.
Yep.
That first year we went. So yeah. So what was very funny that we started talking about right before we pressed go was, remember how last week I said I was going to start and knit my Shfty for the Andrea Mowry event at Mammersen in Brooklyn at the end of the month? And my mother goes, "You're crazy. That's insane. Why are you doing that?"
Well, no, because I thought this was March.
Yeah. So she says this, and then let's check the receipts, because I get a text message on Monday that kills me. Absolutely killed me. It was Hilarious. Oh, no, it was Tuesday. It was Tuesday. Was it? Oh, no, it was Monday, because you cast it on Tuesday. She's, I may join you in the crazy. I'm thinking of the woolen honey sweater, but doing it as a fade.
That's because, Harry Potter Club, Quidditch 5 was from Tuesday until March 28th. And I figured, there's nothing I want to make. I don't like making these. Maybe I could use this thing. And the woolen honey sweater was one that I had.
Yeah.
That I liked of Andrea Mowry's. We're going to the Andrea Mowry talk. Mm-hmm. And, I've been in Quidditch 1 through 4, so I wanted to be in Quidditch 5. And I said, well, I could do this. Mm-hmm. So I did. I cast it on.
So how's it going?
This is where we're at.
Oh, wow.
So
that is so pretty. So it fits? Oh, it fits like my Zweig. That's also the back.
Don't worry about it.
But so it fits like my Zweig, yeah. It'll loosen up when you block.
Of course.
Yeah.
But
that is lovely.
I made sure that it fit over my head. So I'm very happy with that.
That is lovely.
I am making the smallest size. The extra small. So
right, because how much ease does that have?
Well, the extra small, the finished bust size is a 38.
Okay.
I'm a 39. So, yes, that says negative ease. But remember, I'm also supposed to lose 40 pounds. So I figured for my future, I don't really want to be making a sweater that's used. And for those of you who think, oh, she's never going to lose it, this is because of my knee. So I'm much more likely to use it because of my knee, because I'd like to be able to walk and not in pain. And for those of you who suggested the little scooter, thank you very much. But I really need to get it to the point where the knee is rehabbed and not giving me problems. But I appreciate your comments. So anyway, the weight needs to be lost. So I figured.
But even then, you don't typically like.
I don't like baggy.
Ease.
I don't like baggy sweaters. I really do not like baggy sweaters.
So I would have said to knit either that size or the one up from it. I might knit the one up from it because I don't think my shoulders are getting any smaller.
This, I think this is fascinating.
I love the hexagonal pattern. Like I love it. It's so clever and it's just so beautiful.
It's
just
clever.
So beautiful.
So, for those of you who want to see, it is this.
Oh, it's the woolen honey, and it's gorgeous. I saw a bunch of them at Vogue. I saw a bunch of them at Rhinebeck, and I have one ready to go.
I have only 20 more rows to go, and I will be. And then I come to the yoke section 2. And I have already wound up my second yarn.
And are you going to do the fade pattern into it, or are you just going to do your own?
I'm going to stripe it for alternate things, alternate rows for maybe 10 rows.
Okay.
And then this will disappear, and this will be there. So
it'll be lovely. Is this the fade set you bought last?
No, this is out of that bag.
Oh, very nice.
No, this is not a fade set. And then...
Oh! It's going in a very different direction than I thought, and I love it.
So, hold up my sweater.
Also, can we...
Hold up my sweater.
Can we just admire how Mom and I both are kind of going out of our comfort zones with our colors right now? Because I'm knitting an orange sweater. And my Shfty is also not in, like, my typical colors. I really like that we're both branching out in our color palettes.
Well, this is what the fade I found that was
so nice
in our singles bag. In my singles bag.
It'll be so nice.
I think it'll be very nice. I'm really excited about it. As I said, 20 more rows. I'm up to doing row 44, which is an increase. So I have this increase, I have another increase, and then it goes into...
Section 2.
Section 2. So I've got 50 rows of wrapping yarn. And then I think it goes
into garter.
Into garter. So I think I'm going to, I'll see how much of this yarn has been used when I get to section 2. If it's not all that much, I may continue the yoke section 2 like this.
Mm-hmm.
So that would be 50 more rows. So about, again, as much, which wouldn't be bad. And then start striking
I
it in.
might start it in the middle of section 2 if you're going to do that.
I could do that. So long about...
Yeah, long about row 15 or so, it looks like.
All right. We could do that.
Yeah. Like if you find that you have still a lot of yarn left.
Yeah. That sounds good.
Just because I want you to still be able to create the fade. Because that's going to be part of the look. The look. And, you know, it'd be slightly frustrating that you came up with this 4, skein fade and all of a sudden you only used 3.
Well, whatever.
Which is fine.
There's no rules.
Yeah. So I didn't cast on the Shfty yet because I've been working quite hard on getting this sweater done, which I am almost done. So I got to about 1 inch before the cuffs on my sleeves, and I was running out of this lighter orange, the more orangey orange, I guess you could say, because that's a real red orange, the body color. And I knew I wanted to keep the collar in the orangey orange, so I put the sleeves on hold and I knit the collar last night, and I still had some left over in order to finish the inch that I still wanted on the sleeves. And so now I'm going back and I have started the cuffs.
Nice.
Yeah.
Very nice.
So I'm very excited.
That's really great.
Yeah, so I should have this done tonight, latest tomorrow. But I really want to cast on my Shfty because last week I did a lot of work on the math. So last week we discussed that if I wanted to do it with, sorry, I'm making the note. If I wanted to do it with the size 5 needle,
right,
that I would have to do math. But if I didn't want to do math, I could always just go down to a size 4. But I felt that would be a little too tight. It'd be like body armor.
Okay.
And I really didn't want to knit that. Okay. And I didn't want to do all of the math that I knew was going to be needed to do the 6.
No, I thought the 5 was a nice fabric.
Yeah. I think it'll give me some nice coverage in terms of
not see-through.
Not see-through.
I do love those colors.
It's so weird, but I love it. Like I don't think people understand when I'm like, I love it, but it's really weird.
Because those aren't the colors we normally gravitate to.
No. And I think it'll look really good.
I think it's going to look great.
And I'm slightly terrified, but I'm also really excited about it. So it might become just a showpiece, which is fine.
But you better get started.
I'm going to start it probably tonight.
Okay.
But I wanted to get the test knit because the test knit is a test knit. And it's due in 2 weeks or something like that, but I wanted to get it done before.
Got it.
So I did a lot of math this week.
You mathed it.
So Monday at work, I couldn't stop thinking about it. And I knew what my gauge was because I had already taken it last week. And I knew that I had approximately 5 stitches to the inch.
Okay.
So I pulled up I first did the math backwards, like removing from the body, the bust measurement. So essentially I took the body measurement I needed, the body stitch count I needed, and I figured out what it was, and then approximately where it needed to be before you disconnected the sleeve, so I figured out what sleeve size I needed, and then I removed all of the 4 increases that you get to get there, and I got my neck size. Okay. I don't particularly like the neck I got because it would be about a 12-inch wide neck, And I don't think that would look right. No, it's really tight.
Oh.
Yeah. So I think I'm going to cast on approximately, I think it's a 15. I think it works out to be a 15. Let me just do the math to confirm. I think it's...
You were busy.
Yeah, it's like a 15 or 16 inch neck. And instead, I'm going to cut the number of stitches I increase in that first set of increases in half, so that I then come out to the correct number right before I split for the arms.
Okay.
Because the difference between the two neck sizes is 20 stitches. So that's how it's going to work. And all in all, I think I come out to about a 39 or a 40-inch bust. Yeah, I get approximately a 39-inch bust. And I'm a 38 to 40, depending on the supportive garments that I'm wearing.
Okay.
So I figured that out at work on a little note card, because that's how I do my math sometimes. And then I had to figure out the length, because as established last week, I wanted it to be 12 inches long from the underarm, because that is my
go-to.
My preferred length for like a more cropped look. If I'm going for a full length sweater, it's going to be about 15 inches. If I want a full crop, it's going to be 9 or 10, which is what this pattern calls for. But I want to wear this to work, and
we don't need belly.
I don't need that. I don't need even a little sliver of like top of, stomach. I just don't need that midriff kind of look.
Belly hanging out.
So, with the help of my boyfriend, actually, because I was deep in, like, what is the Rain Man? The one where you just he's repeating numbers. I was Rain Manning this. Like, no, I was like, okay, big, little, big, little, big, little. And he was like, breathe. What is, like, and he was like, okay, let's compare it to the pattern. Let's compare it, and because I'm adding a fourth color, and I'm also adding 2 inches. And I want to add those 2 inches before the bottom ribbing. Okay. And the ribbing is 2 inches. So I was like, okay, so I have to add 2 inches, but I want to add this color in evenly. So we figured it out. And I have a little, like, chart in here written that Mom can see. Yes. That it's adorable. I
think you're going to have to rewrite it.
I'm going to probably rewrite it, but that's kind of all of the math I did.
Because it's written in miniature.
Yeah, I'm probably going to rewrite it all very nicely on the next page. But I was very proud of, I'm very proud of myself for doing all of this math and all of this work to try and determine what I need in order to make the sweater what I want.
Sounds good.
And it's not as, and the reason I'm sharing all of this with you all is because a lot of people... You're just a warm sharing person. Oh, always. Always. Sorry, that's a joke with some of our friends that I am a warm and caring person. I'm a little prickly. Yeah. I'm a little prickly sometimes. You can too.
I didn't say anything.
So, I'm also sharing this because a lot of people get scared off by sweater math. And
that's why we have gauge swatches.
That's why you make a swatch. That's why I made the swatch as large as I did. It was partially to check the color, and it was partially also to check, if I like the needles, also because I'm using a different yarn. I'm not using the spin cycle. I'm using a DK versus the worst, I'm changing it. But that's the magic.
And that's why swatches.
And that's the magic of, honestly, like, good patterns.
Yes.
Is that you can change it. And the magic of knitting is that
you make something that you want and fits you. So two things.
Like mom's not doing much to her wool and honey because she doesn't have to.
I did the swatch.
You did the swatch, and you realized that
the extra small was the size I want.
Right.
Yes. So
so that was the only change.
I will make it longer.
Right.
Because I do want it more of a tunic length. But that's minor. And it's knit from the top down.
Yeah.
So that's really easy to do. Just going until it hits my hip bone, and then it's time to do the bottom. So yes.
Just make sure you also have enough for your sleeves if you're going to fade the sleeves.
I have to decide.
Okay.
I could not fade the sleeves.
And only do them in that color 1.
Or color 2.
Or color 1 and 2.
Something like that.
If you wanted to keep back enough of both those 2 colors, which is possible.
Mm-hmm.
Very possible.
It's possible. That's
another
idea.
thing. Yeah, because then you do still do the color. Then you do the color change at section 2, at the beginning of section 2, and then you have all of that
for the sleeve
cap and the top of the sleeve.
That's not a bad idea. It's not a bad idea.
Not just a hat rack.
Yes, your father says even though you're upset about losing out in the DNA with allergies and stuff, but you're smart and kind of cute.
Oh, so. My daddy loves me.
So all in all, the DNA wasn't terrible.
Not the worst.
Not the worst. No.
It really sometimes does sneak up on you and suck, but yeah, it turned out okay.
It did okay. Yes,
we did okay.
So the other things on and off my crochet hook is a hat, preemie hat, and it's going to be donated to the Ronald McDonald House
via the Long Island Yarn Crawl.
That's right.
Which is April 4th through 7th. I think we're going to go out on Thursday just to do a little quick run around.
Because you're going to be on Long Island.
I'm going to be out here on Long Island.
And then you must be coming out on Friday.
Oh, I wanted to talk to you about that because
right
I wanted to see if we wanted to offer a spot in our car to Tanya. And if we wanted to offer a spot maybe to, any of the girls if they wanted to come in from the city for it. They could meet at, my apartment or something, and then we could drive out here and...
All right, but then you'd have to drive them back. And then you have to figure out Saturday.
Right. Well, that's what I'm saying, for Saturday and or Sunday.
Not for Friday.
Not for Friday.
Got it.
No, because I'm working Friday.
Right, but then some of the shops are open later.
On Friday?
I'm not sure.
Right.
We'd have to look it up.
We'll have to look it up.
And I want to go out to Hampton, and I want to go to the coffee shop.
Yes.
Yes. One of my students is a coffee fiend, and apparently has a blog, not a blog, Instagram, yes, blog, Instagram, it's his identity. And he, on the day we had 70-mile-an-hour winds.
Oh, my God.
He drove out to Sag Harbor to get coffee. So he gave me the name of the shop. And since the Long Island Yarn Crawl is in April, not in the middle of the summer, it would be relatively easy to go and get a cup of coffee. And he said their donuts are amazing. So you can't have any, but I could have one.
You can have one. We can also stop by... I don't know. We'll have to see.
Get you a gluten-free one?
Well, because I was going to say, we should also talk to Shfty and see if she wants to coordinate, because she drove me around, and we did it together last year, but maybe she wants to either be in our car or head up another car with some of our friends, and we do a little...
You can coordinate.
I'll coordinate. Fine. I just wanted to see if you were on board for...
That's fine. I'm just saying we have to include the coffee shop.
Yes, we will include the coffee shop. I also kind of want to include the Wolford Winery.
Okay.
Because I enjoy their wine.
That sounds fine.
Cool.
So, yes, it's a matter of getting all that stuff in. Because if they don't want to go, then we'll take our own car.
Right.
Okay. So, that's something I had on my needle. So, of course, it's
now
March
off.
3. Mm-hmm. So, here's my one class for the month.
Well
and I have to go through... If I find some brown, then I can do another class.
Nice.
I don't have that much brown, though.
Well,
black is a possibility, but I don't think that too many kids want a black hat.
No.
So, look at this!
So, you have more of a mitt.
I think it's gorgeous.
I'm going to finish off this, and I think then I start the thumb. I think I have to look up the pattern again. But then I will start the thumb soon. I'm very excited.
Very excited.
I realize that I pretty much have the pattern memorized now.
Excellent.
I find it slightly ridiculous.
Why?
because it's a bit of an intense, like not intense, but the cable traveling, it travels in 2 directions, and I'm like, oh, but now I get it. Like, I could knit like 5 million of these now, apparently. So that is on my needles and has been in my purse as my purse knitting. But mostly I've been just chugging away on this sweater.
Well, all right, go ahead.
Which is the test knit by Ylenea Dasher, which I showed off, which is the color block. Which I'm hoping to have these cuffs done today. But yeah, so that's what I've been really...
All right, so...
Fond memories.
Fond memories. And last week, I had 3 different needles hanging off of this thing, holding the provisional cast-ons. Mm-hmm. And now I have the full yoke. The back actually will have either a button or a tie there. So it's almost like a Henley, but in the back. And I have started attaching.
You have. You've started the main color gradient.
I'm trying to get there. So, and I have attached the main...
You're wrapped around the...
I'm wrapped around the chair. The main color gradient. So I haven't done enough for anybody to see.
But it's lovely.
Maybe you can see.
Yeah.
There. There, you can see. 1 row. And the only reason I haven't done more is 1, the Andrea Mowry sweater of wool and honey. But 2, it's not just straight stockinette. There is some shaping that's going on. So rather than running back and forth between wool and honey and this, I decided I'm going to focus on wool and honey. Notice last week I said I was going to focus on this. Yeah. So who knows what I'm going to actually be doing.
But this week, we'll see.
The plan is to focus on milk and honey. And hopefully get through the yoke. And then down to the separation. I definitely want to get to where I separate for the body and the sleeves. And then we'll see how far this goes. It looks like they're doing something the whole time. They're still dropping wraps. And yet this doesn't show.
Yeah, it does in the back.
But not all the way down.
Yeah. You only do it, it kind of honeycombs out.
Well, whatever. I'm so... You know, this is why we do it 1 stitch at a time.
See, they get bigger.
Right.
As they go down.
But then,
and then they, like, kind of taper off around here.
Okay. So maybe where they taper off is where the 3rd color comes in.
Maybe.
Yeah. So
or
anyway.
You do it so that the last one has the
ribbing?
The elongated, has the top, the overlay parts in the 2nd color, but the other stuff is
in the other.
Or is striping. That'd be cool. That'd be cool also for fading into 1, or from 1 to 2.
So, well, I'll keep that in mind.
You're welcome.
So anyway, that's what this is doing. I've made progress on both of them. I'm almost finished putting in midterm grades. I have the graduate class to do, and then I have my international marketing class left to do. But I've already done 2 classes. The graduate class only has 12 people, so I should be able to get a note off to the other co-professor and get that done. And that'll be good.
Good.
Yes. So this, why don't you hold the whole thing up and just so we can see?
I did, but it's hard with the sleeves being together because I'm knitting them 2 at a time so that they're the same length.
It's always a good
also,
idea.
so that because I wasn't sure about the yardage, so I wanted to make sure that I used the same, yardage for each sleeve. So that is it. It's quite long.
That is nice.
It's quite long. It's very, very comfortable, and I am very excited about this. I'm very excited to have it done, and
that'll be a nice sweater to wear to work.
Yeah, I'm excited.
You're still kind of in a chilly place.
Oh yeah. Well, I'm in a concrete building, and it's going to be cold. It's going to be chill. It's going to be chilled because now that the ground is frozen and we've had some really cold days. The building...
As yet, the building has no heat.
Yeah. And so the building does not put out its own heat. The building keeps the cold.
So they're being heated by space heaters at the moment.
So, wool socks and sweaters. That's how we get through.
That's right.
Yeah.
That's right.
Yeah.
So, let's see. We were down at the boatyard. If anybody looked at the Instagram,
Yes.
I posted a picture of the boatyard full of snow. But we were there getting pieces off our boat that need to be repaired, pieces of canvas off that need to be repaired, so that Richard will take that over to the canvas maker, the canvas worker, this week and get those taken care of, which is great.
Very good.
Yes, we're very expressed over this.
I bet.
Because the way it was,
Hopefully it won't drip on your head anymore.
Drip on my head when it was raining, and I actually like
rain.
Sailing in the rain. It's not a problem, except when it comes and runs on my head.
Yeah.
Yes.
It's having that drip go on your head and then drip down here, and then it's on. So you've got a hood on, so it drips down here, but then it goes down, and it always catches right on your glasses.
Yes.
And it just goes, and
you're like, truly annoying.
And the worst is when it goes inside your glasses, and you're just like, oh, you're taunting me now.
Yes.
Okay, I see how it is.
Yes. Anyway, This is knit night this weekend. I'm not going to be able to be there.
Oh my goodness.
Yes. I can't be there because I'm giving a midterm.
Ugh.
So.
Darn midterm.
Darn midterm. It's exactly right. So I'm giving the midterm. I first thought about doing that online, but these kids have never taken a marketing class before.
Oh, it's your engineers?
Yes, my engineers. And I thought they might have questions. So they're going to do everything as if it was online. They have to bring their laptops. They have to type this thing. But I'm going to be there in case they have questions.
Good.
Yes. I thought that was important because they don't know me. They don't know what what I expect from people. And I think they're a little concerned, which I think makes sense, makes perfect sense. So I'm not going to be able to be at knit night, and I'll send Cheryl a note. But on top of it, it is Ash Wednesday.
I just realized that, so I might have to find a church by the office.
And I have a department meeting during the
Seriously?
church service at noon, so I'm going to have to go to the 4 o'clock.
Oh, yeah.
So, but at least there's a service before the midterm.
Yeah.
So
there's a Roman Catholic church on the street behind us, but we'll see. We'll see, because I was planning on going in at night. Or going, and then I did not put 2 and 2 together that was the same day. Good. Because I fly out to Pittsburgh on Friday, and I come back.
Do?
Yep. I'm going out for the weekend. So I'm flying back Monday morning.
Okay.
So I'll come over Monday, and we'll record.
Sounds good.
Yeah.
As long as there's no major snow.
As long as there's no major snow.
All right, so we'll record today and then record on Monday.
Yeah.
So you noticed at the beginning I held up the new pom-pom.
I haven't looked through this, but obviously you have something bookmarked.
I don't know what that is. Oh, this is a shawl, which I think is absolutely gorgeous.
Crochet?
I don't know.
It's gorgeous, though.
The Devalia. Crocheted in 5 rectangular patterns for a construction. It actually has sleeves.
Shrug.
It's a shrug.
That's phenomenal.
So it is very pretty. I don't know if my knowledge of crochet is good enough to do this.
That's okay. We have friends who
but
can
it
help
is,
you.
Then there's this is a shawl, which I think is another beautiful pattern. I mean, that's stunning.
Yeah.
I like the way it goes out like that.
It's on the back cover as well.
Ah, okay.
Yeah.
There's that.
Oh.
Oh, wait. Now.
Oh, yes.
That's just
the
a
cover.
regular.
The cover with the
Yes.
very nice little details at the shoulder raglan seams.
Yes.
That's
very
lovely.
pretty.
That lovely and
this is called Woodwardia by Lydia Gluck. Very pretty. And then there's this, which I think is a gorgeous...
That's very you.
A gorgeous summer sweater. Now, I don't know... I have to look and see if that makes sense to do it in a cotton. That in the cotton that I want to take apart.
That'd be fun.
Would be nice. See if we can find it. Oh, here's a great hat.
That is a great hat.
Sweet Fern. That is a beautiful hat.
Yeah.
Here it is. Gink. Oh, it's like ginkgo as in gink.
Ginkgo leaves.
Exactly. Thank you. They made it out of 75% wool and 25% silk. I'm not sure. It's fingering, and my cotton is fingering.
Yeah, I don't know.
I don't know. I also have some 50% cotton, 50% wool, which is down over there. I have the purple. See, that would be pretty.
Yeah.
Maybe that would be a good thing to start.
Yeah.
That wouldn't be bad, because the wool would pull it back. All right. So maybe we've got... that is really pretty. I like that really a lot. Pretty. And then, I don't know what that is. That's making hibiscus and chamomile lotion bars. They've got how to do that, apparently. That looks really pretty. And what else? That's that. That's the Davilia. Oh.
That's so
color
pretty.
work, anybody? Look at this.
That's really
It's around
pretty.
the bottom and at the neck. And I think it's nice and delicate.
Yeah.
I think that for next winter. It's called the Adiantum. Adiantum. Really nice.
Yeah. That is really, really pretty.
Yeah, there's that again. The sweet fern. And then this is water clover. And it's a little too boxy for me. But the lace pattern on it is really stunning. This is...
I mean, if you made it longer and split the hem at your hips, you could make it just a cover up.
That would be interesting. That would be very interesting.
Oh.
Mitts. Very nice. Let's see if I can get this thing so it shows. We are dark today. I don't know why. We don't have any different lighting. That's called the Filix. Filix? Not Felix. Filix. Filex? Filix?
I don't know.
I don't know. And then we have the Vivarium.
That's fun. I could see that in like a dark gray and then 2 lighter grays.
Oh, that would be pretty.
Or a white and a gray.
That would be very pretty. That would be stunning.
Make it or just make it monochrome in general.
So it's like intarsia. It looks almost as if it was knit sideways, but if you look at the stitch definition, it's definitely knit up and down.
Yeah.
And that is Pom Pom Quarterly.
Number 28.
Yes, number 28. So very nice.
Spring 2019.
Yes. Most up-to-date one.
Yes.
So, what else is new and exciting? Yes, the person, we got sent the latest version of what the teaching schedule is going to be in the fall, and one person who had been in the last one is not there. So, one of the guys who I thought was going to be teaching for us apparently pulled out. I don't know. One of the adjuncts. So that's when I said, are you sure you don't want me to teach this other one? She hasn't picked me up on it. So it may just be 2 classes. I have told them that the MBA class in the spring is the last one.
Okay.
Yes.
So what she's telling us all is that she's easing into retirement.
Yeah.
She's having the official shindig this year.
Yes.
But she's going to ease herself into actually not having... being a professor.
Right.
You're not going to be on campus.
I'm not going to be on campus.
Okay.
Yeah. No, I'm not going to be on campus. First 3 weeks and then I'm out.
Okay.
That's it. Absolutely. So that's the story. That's been my week. What's been up with your week? Anything exciting about the building or?
No, nothing really. I started a new workout program. So my legs are on fire because I did it earlier today, as I mentioned, and it was leg day, and I'm not one to skip leg day, and I didn't, and they are now on fire. So yeah, I went and I got some new hand weights because I didn't have any.
Okay.
So, and I knew you guys were starting to work out again too,
yes.
So I realized I couldn't take those. So I got a set for myself, which I felt very
proud of yourself for.
Very spiffy about. And so that was that. And then, yeah, mostly just doing that. And I went up to Poughkeepsie this weekend. I saw Cass. She has gotten to the crown decreases of her hat. Yes.
That's exciting.
Yes. So next time I see her, I'll probably go see her after I drop you off at the airport in 2 weeks.
Okay.
Because we went to Target and they had the chocolate waffles. Do you want to know where the 4 boxes of chocolate waffles I bought are?
In your tummy?
No.
Where?
In her freezer.
Oh, no.
I realized it as I was getting onto the Throg's Neck.
Oh, my God. You were almost home.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
I called her. I was like, I left them. And she goes, I will not touch them. I was like, thank you. I appreciate that. It was very sad.
Quite sad.
Nature's Path, I think, is who makes them. Makes a gluten-free, vegan, dark chocolate chip waffle for the toaster oven. Or toaster. And they're very good, and they are me-safe, and I love them. However, they're very difficult to find on Long Island for some reason.
I've never seen them.
Yes, you have. We have seen them, yes.
Okay.
We've seen them because I've freaked out, and you were like, oh, yeah! And you got excited. It was very cute. So the last time I found them, we were in Philly. And so I got a bunch to bring home then. And I had those, and that was exciting at the beginning of the year. And then they were at Target, and I was like, yes, I need all of these. I did not buy them out, but I did get 4 boxes, which I was very excited about.
Okay, but
now they're up in Poughkeepsie. So I obviously just need to go back, which I will in 2 weeks. So yeah, I thought that was very amusing.
That's pretty funny.
Yeah. I was like, of course I would. Of course I would. So yeah, that's been what's going on. I'm trying to pare down what I'm actively working on in order to bring only a few things with me to Pittsburgh next weekend. But that should be fun. Gonna see the boyfriend. So that'll be good.
Nothing special though. It's not a dance. It's not.
No.
Okay.
No, he's got spring break, but he's going out to
right. So that's
Utah
why you're just going for the weekend.
Yep. So.
And then you'll come back. We'll do this on Monday, and then you'll be here Friday night.
Yeah.
And then we can record then.
Yes.
And then I'm gone for a week, and you're going to pick us up on that Monday.
Yeah.
All right.
And we'll see if we record that Monday. I don't think so, but maybe.
Maybe. We'll see.
We'll see how we feel.
Exactly.
And by we, I mean her.
Yeah, if they haven't hurt anything.
I kind of wish I had put a row of the brown, but I don't think I have enough of the brown to do that, but that would have been a cute detail.
That would have been really cute.
I might suggest that to the designer.
That's a good idea.
Well, because the brown is what's supposed to be the cuff, but since I accidentally did the hem of the body in the main color, I decided to do the cuffs of the sleeves in the main color. So I might, if she wants to put a note, I might suggest that she notes that.
Okay, good idea.
That little thing, and I'm getting caught on the paperclip that I'm using to
paper
count my rows.
Sometimes they're difficult because they
can't
are,
touch. But there wasn't anything else within reach. So
understood. Yeah.
Other than that, I think that's about where we're at.
There is knit night at knit this week. I'm not going to be able to be there because of the midterm exam.
And I will try and get there. It all depends on how it goes in the office. But I usually try and make it.
Yes, we love making it. And
I love it.
I certainly will be at the next knit night because that will be in April right before.
Yes.
The
Long Island Yarn Crawl.
That's right. So certainly something to write home about.
Oh, and if you're in the area, on March 10th, so next Sunday, there is a special event at Knit. It is Asylum Fibers doing a trunk show.
Oh,
so
wow.
you should go because I will not be in town.
You'll have to remind me.
I will.
Okay.
But everyone should go and check out Stephanie's stuff at Knit.
She
support
has great
Knit
colors.
and support Steph and Cheryl.
That'd be great because they have great stuff. They
yes.
really do.
So
absolutely.
If
you're on Long Island, please do that.
Yeah.
And with that,
I think
we're going to
weave in our ends.
We'll see you next week. Goodbye.
Bye.